Welcome back, horror enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic novels in the horror genre, Stephen King's The Shining. This masterpiece has haunted readers since its release in 1977, becoming a benchmark for psychological and supernatural horror. So, grab your flashlight and follow me into the corridors of the Overlook Hotel. The Shining isn't just a ghost story. It's a psychological thriller, a family drama, and a descent into madness. The novel follows Jack Torrance, an aspiring writer and recovering alcoholic, who takes a job as the winter caretaker of the isolated Overlook Hotel. Along with him are his wife, Wendy, and his young son, Danny, who has a unique psychic ability known as the Shining. As winter sets in and the hotel is cut off from the world, dark forces begin to stir, pushing Jack toward insanity. The story unfolds with a slow burn, capturing the gradual psychological breakdown of Jack Torrance. At its core, The Shining is about the fragility of the human mind, the haunting nature of past traumas, and the influence of evil forces. King masterfully blends the supernatural elements with the psychological, creating a sense of dread that builds with each chapter. One of the novel's strongest themes is the struggle with inner demons. Jack's alcoholism and abusive tendencies are not just character flaws, they are the monsters within him, waiting for the right moment to surface. The Overlook Hotel exploits these weaknesses, amplifying Jack's descent into madness. Meanwhile, the theme of isolation is palpable. Trapped in the snowbound hotel, the Torrance family becomes increasingly vulnerable to the hotel's malevolent influence. The characters in The Shining are complex and deeply flawed. Jack Torrance is a tragic figure, a man desperate for redemption but unable to escape his violent tendencies. His struggle is both frightening and heartbreaking, making him one of King's most compelling characters. Then there's Danny, the heart of the novel. His psychic abilities, The Shining, allow him to sense the hotel's malevolence. Through Danny, King explores the innocence of childhood corrupted by the horrors of the adult world. His relationship with Halloran, the hotel's cook who also possesses The Shining, adds a layer of hope and connection to the story. Wendy Torrance, often perceived as a passive character, actually embodies resilience. She represents the struggle for survival against both the supernatural and the very real threat posed by her husband. Her journey from fear to fierce protectiveness adds depth to the narrative. But let's not forget the Overlook Hotel. It's more than just a setting, it's a character in its own right. The hotel has a sinister presence, filled with the ghosts of its past. It feeds off the Torrance family's fears and weaknesses, pushing Jack to become its instrument of evil. King's use of the hotel as a living, breathing entity adds an extra layer of terror to the story. King's writing in The Shining is atmospheric and gripping. He excels at building tension, using the hotel's eerie silence and creaking corridors to evoke a sense of unease.